Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 8th How to Cake It Tuesday of 2016. It's going to be a great show. Tonight, I'll be making the tuxedo of popcorn box cakes. It's the Oscars.
Yolanda, what are you wearing tonight?
Oh, I'm wearing a How to Cake It sweater designed by me, for me. Exclusive one-of-a-kind. Each one is available at howtocakeit.com. You can order your own one-of-a-kind. We have hundreds, each one of a kind. I begin by making 4 pounds of my vanilla cake and folding in 1.5 cups of mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. Then I make 4 pounds of my chocolate cake, Diet Black with some food coloring, and fold in 1.5 cups of mini white chocolate chips. I want to get rid of all the caramelization so all I see is black and white striped cakes. Now I'm going to cut both of my square cakes into 4 even smaller squares. It's time to make my Italian meringue buttercream Oscar ready. I take 2 cups of my buttercream and stir in 1/2 cup of my homemade caramel. I start by layering my cakes black, white, and I fill each layer with caramel buttercream. So in the end, I have 2 identical cakes that are 4 layers high. I'm gonna stack these cakes one on top of the other, and then I add a smaller board on top. I'm gonna carve this cake into the shape of a popcorn box by creating an A-line on all 4 sides. I'm gonna use that top board as my guide, cutting right beside the side of it, down on an angle, and I wanna make sure that the bottom cake stays the same measurement. Then I add some dowels because eventually I will be turning this whole cake over. Dowels and a board are necessary to support the structure of this cake. It's kind of like double-sided tape on a really low-cut dress, or Spanx, to keep, your mom belly in. I know you all feel me. Once it's chilled, I ice this cake as smoothly as I can. She wants to look svelte on that red carpet. Every step has to be done right. The makeup, the hair. Do you like my hair? It was done by Jocelyn Mercer.
It's kind of falling out at the back, so don't say I did it.
Well, I'm not hiring her again. It's time for this cake to be fitted for her little black dress. I flip her over, then I measure her height and her width. I roll out black fondant into 4 individual rectangles. I cut 2 of my fondant slabs to be the right width and the right height. I use a frill cutter on the top edge of both of these slabs because it's an old-fashioned popcorn box. I place both slabs of fondant onto my cake on opposite sides, and I use a fondant smoother to help secure it. Now I use a sharp knife and a ruler to trim my fondant to fit this cake like a glove. Now I cut my remaining 2 slabs of fondant in the same way to cover my last 2 sides of the cake. Oh, bobby pins falling out everywhere. I'm not going back to Jocelyn Mercer. I have custom made each panel of this fondant dress for the popcorn box. So I'm literally just sewing her into it. I'm creating the dress on her body. So I don't know how she's gonna go to the bathroom. I want the look of this dress to have a bit of sheen. I'm not going for just black. Just black is so last year. I'm going for deep black. I do this by diluting some black gel food coloring with a little bit of white rum, and I paint it on all of the sides of the cake in one motion. This dress is looking great, but it needs some detail. It needs a pattern. 2016 is the year of patterns.
What kind of pattern, Yolanda?
Stripes and stars. From February 26th to 29th at midnight, oh, it's a leap year this year. Our Valentine's Day limited edition t-shirts will be 20% off. Doesn't that make them not couture? I roll out some deep yellow fondant as thinly as I can, making sure it's tall enough for my cake. Then I cut 3/4 inch stripes from the fondant, very carefully and with a very sharp knife. Keeping my stripes intact, I need to separate the stripes, and I'm about to paint them gold, and I need to get every single corner and edge. I'm using the finest quality gold luster diluted with some white rum to paint these stripes the perfect shade of gold. I'm applying my stripes with a little bit of water brushed on the back and holding them very, very gently because the gold rubs off. Now I need to trim the tops of the stripes to match that lovely scalloped pattern at the top of our popcorn box. I use a very sharp, I use kind of like a scalpel. You can use a sharp knife, an X-Acto knife, and just slowly trim all of those stripes to go along with your frill. I'm going to put a label. Another thing I'm a fan of. Using the same deep yellow fondant I used for the stripes, I cut out the words cake corn with some alphabet cutters. I'm gonna paint these cake corn letters the same gold as the stripes of the cake and apply them in the same way, front and center, so everyone can see it. It's time for touch-ups. You know, you can't walk the red carpet without a once-over. So I give her a once-over. The tops of the stripes where I cut are revealing some yellow, and I can't have that. So I paint that gold. Any little yellow bits poking out at the side, this is not yellow and black. I don't want a dress controversy. This dress is black and gold. The dress is black and gold. The lady of the evening is almost ready. She's almost there, but do you know what she needs? Hair. And she needs a hairdo that's better than this one.
Yolanda, I tried.
Okay. I'm topping her off with caramel corn. We're not having plain popcorn on Oscar night. And I'm gonna sprinkle on a little of that gold luster. I just place my popcorn on top. It's like curly hair, it doesn't stay in place. You know what I mean? There's probably evidence of this right here. Jocelyn. Yes, some will fall off, but she's that kind of girl. She doesn't, when a hair gets misplaced, she's just like, I've still got it. I've still got it. Guys, what is my good side? Because I literally don't know. I really want these comments because I don't know what my good side is. Every time I take a photo, I'm like, because I'm not sure. It's been a long night. She rocked the red carpet, but the only way to get her out of this dress is to cut her out of it. Couture takes a long time. You cannot rush couture. If you want to know how long this cake actually took to make, head over to my Facebook page. We're going to load a time-lapse video of the entire process from start to finish, and you can see for yourself, couture is hard work. I just want to take a moment to thank the people that got me here. I want to thank Sasha behind the camera doing such a great job. Chet, who, although he's not with us anymore, was here from the beginning and such an integral part of this project. Connie Contardi, my producer. Amy, thank you for your support. When I text you, when I call you, you're always there. Couldn't do this without you, Amy. Orhan, you edit out all my flubs and my flibs. It's amazing. Thank you so much. I need to thank Mr. Cake. Behind every good woman, there's a good man. And of course, my son, who brings me love and light. Thank you. So everyone, have a great night.
Are you forgetting someone?
Oh, thanks Jocelyn for my hairdo. I love it.
You are a horrible person.
Jocelyn, I'll thank you. Just come on camera. I'll thank you in person.